What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be taking out this funny looking plane, the Russian I-16 Ishak, in this case, to be more specific, the Type 18. Now, this is definitely one of my favorite planes in War Thunder, especially in Tier 1, and I'll talk more about that once we actually get a match. But yeah, this thing has always been a lot of fun to fly. So yeah, I thought we'd take it out into a realistic battle and see what it can do. But before we do that, let's have a quick look at the stat cards. Obviously, Tier 1 battle rating of 2.0. Maximum speed is 467 kilometers per hour, which is one of the one of the drawbacks, downsides of this plane. It's not terribly fast. Turn time of 16.3, which is quite good, very good. It's a very agile, nimble little plane. Rate of climb 19.7, which is something that actually surprised me the first time I took it out into a realistic battle. I didn't quite expect something like this to climb as well as it does, but you know, that's not a bad climb rate at all. And then its armament, 4 7.62mm Schuss machine guns, however you say that, with 2,600 rounds of ammo. These guns are very cool. Very high rate of fire. So anyways, that's a brief overview of the little plane. Almost looks like a clown plane, in my opinion. It's a very funny looking thing. But anyways, let's head out into battle, and I'll see you guys when we're in the skies. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and here we have a match. We are on Alternate History Krimsk, which is a match that seemed to a map, should I say, that seemed to disappear for a while. I've actually had quite a few rounds on it recently, including that battle in the F2A Buffalo. But anyways, today we are on the other team fighting for the pesky Russians, and we are going to be going up against the Allies, the Americans, and the British. So anyways, as with any realistic battle, we shall begin with getting some altitude. Doesn't matter how maneuverable your plane is, if someone has got a significant altitude advantage over you, they can just boom and zoom you from now until the end of time, and you might be able to, at best you'll be able to avoid a few passes and maybe make them impatient, but if they have any brains, they'll just keep doing it, and eventually they'll probably get you. But anyway, so we are going to pretty much climb straight towards the middle of the map, straight towards where we expect to see some of their planes. But yeah, as I said, this little I-16 was one of my absolute favorite planes when I was going through the early stages of the Russian tech tree. Doesn't look like there's anyone I know. And we've got someone who's crashed. Which is brilliant. I wonder where he was fine. But yeah, so I love this thing, and obviously most of my experience was in arcade battles. So I had, the only two I-16s at the time, and then the two Lags and the Chaika, which is also I think that Chaika is just as possibly even more fun than this. Same guns, even more maneuverable, and it looks like our bomber pilot is actually intelligent. And look at this, he has turned around and flown back towards his fighter support, so he doesn't have to go in alone. That's something you don't see very often. But anyway, so I absolutely love these things in arcade. So much so that even when I had finished researching Tier 1 and had researched some Tier 2 planes and that, I pretty much stuck with the Tier 1 lineup of the two I-16s, the two Lag 3s and the Chaika. I just stuck with it until I actually think I had pretty much researched all the way through Tier 2. Bought the planes, didn't fly them too much, and just grinded all the way through Tier 2 with with the I-16s and that. And then it was only once I started researching Tier 3, I think, that I then put the Tier 2 planes in the lineup and took those out and finished, grinding through and getting my Tier 3 planes with those guys. But I really enjoyed these things. I loved how maneuverable they were. And especially, the roll rate, it's realistic, it's still quite good, but it's nowhere near as fast as it is in arcade. But then, one of the problems with this plane in arcade, and it's a problem with any, at least in my opinion, it's a problem with any plane that doesn't have cannons. Any plane that relies solely on machine guns, especially 30 caliber machine guns like the 7.62s or whatever. It's just they don't do enough damage, and you can sometimes sit behind an enemy plane and just I've had some occasions where I pumped like almost the entire magazine into the enemy plane, and didn't set him on fire, didn't shoot him down. But anyway, so now we got our first contact here. A Hurricane. Not sure if it's Mark 1 or Mark 2. But we're just going to try and gain a little bit more altitude here. We should be able to have him in a straight turn fight. Oh, are you kidding me? We've got 2 more guys have crashed. What the hell? Anyway, got this Hurricane here and P400 in the distance. So we're just gonna, doesn't look like he's gonna climb, try and zoom climb us, so we'll just roll the plane over and start diving in on him. He's going heads up with, let's see what plane that was. Yeah, Mark 1, so first shot's in, we miss, we get a quick hit there. So let's bring it back around onto his tail. And our Yak 7 got him. Brilliant, so there's an assist. Now this guy is hanging around up here. Let's see if we can motivate him to come down. Let's pull out before we stall. And maybe we motivated him. But now we've got him to dive. P400, we've definitely got him in a turn fight. And but you can see here, the I-16s are not fast planes, so we pulled away quite a bit. So now he's going vertical. Get a few more hits. Being a little bit too generous on the trigger there, and what the hell is this camera doing? No, the other way. God damn it. Some more hits. Accuracy is a little bit off, but there we go. We got a crit damage to his elevator, and looks like he's struggling to control the plane, but he is not. He's not out of it just yet. So we're going to follow him down in the dive. You can just see how quickly he's pulling away. Fire some more shots and another crit on his elevator. And what was that? Oh, it must just be the AAA. But now he's gone. And my squad mate is going to attack him. Which is fair enough. I'm not going to catch this guy. But yeah, as I said, just the actual speed of this is one of its major weak points. We've got some Typhoons behind us, 7k's away. But yeah, I've tried several times to record this gameplay, and yeah, we've had a few matches on Spain, which I think is a bit big, really, and especially with something that's not all that fast, it doesn't turn out too well. And also, when I did have a good round on there, I had to sort of bin the recording. I use Shadow Play to record the footage, and then I run Audacity. We just lost an I-153 to a landing craft. Brilliant. And I use Audacity to record the audio, which also means I can clean it up. I just have a basic headset with a mic. I don't have anything fancy, so there's a bit of white noise and whatever. So since we're not going to catch a new recruit, let's turn around and head back towards those typhoons. Anyways, the good game that I did have in this I-16 on Spain, I decided to just try and record both video and audio with shadow play, and the quality from the mic was just not, I don't think it was good enough. So I just, bit the whole thing. And then I had another match the other day on this map as well, flying the I-16. And I flew around for the entire match and didn't even fire a shot. Our team won. Just like I seemed to be like a repellent to the enemy. I never even got within firing range of one before he was either shot down by a teammate or the round ended. So there hasn't been any terrible rounds. I haven't done anything like stupid, but just haven't had good rounds. So hopefully this one goes a bit better. And there we go, Yak 7 teammate mission to Moon has been shot down by a typhoon over there. Let's just keep heading that way. Hopefully we'll find one soon. And there we go. Maverick was this. Anyways, let's cut the engine, dive in. I don't want to build up too much speed, and he's climbing up at us. He's not even going to try and put any shots, just get a bit of altitude, bleed off some of our speed, and then put it back to full throttle, and a little bit short there, diving in after him. Ooh, okay, a little bit of lag or packet loss there, and great, here comes another typhoon. And they're squad mates. So we're not going to do that. Let's put a straight vertical, roll over, and fall back onto Maverick's tail. He looks like he's going straight up. Probably trying to set me up, but let's see if we can get him. And there we go. Blew his tail off just in time. Nearly stalled out in front of his squad mate. Yeah, we should be able to stay out of his guns. If this guy keeps turning with us, we will have him. There's very few things that can turn with an I-16, and a Typhoon is not one of them. But this is kind of what he should be doing. He should be pulling away from us because we cannot keep up. But he's turning around again. So, put some more shots in. A few hits. Pull up out of his guns. All over the plane. We should have him here. See if we can get the kill. And there we go. Pilot sniped. Brilliant. Now we need to get the hell out of here. We are taking heavy fire from their AA emplacements. Thankfully they haven't really damaged us at all. It looks like there's just myself and my squad mate left. 640 rounds of ammo left. So we're going to probably have to think about returning to base. And here we go, a DB7. Sounds like an Aston Martin within the plane. Anyways, he wants to go heads up. I'm not sure what he's got on the front there, but I'd prefer not to, so we'll pull it up. And we'll just pull back onto his tail. Some good shots in. Alright, set him on fire. And that's it. We took a hit to the engine. We kind of fired a bit long there, jammed the guns, but we only have 38 rounds left anyway. So I'm going to RTB. I'll call him out for my teammate, and let's head out of here, go back to base, rearm, refuel, and see if we can finish the round. And I'll see you guys again once we're done. Alright, so my squad mate finished off the DB7 back at their runway. So the round pretty much ended just after I took off. But anyways, so let's have a quick look at the results. First place for the team with 2 enemy aircraft destroyed. Then we got Professional ×2, Terror of the Sky, Balancer, Bulletproof, On Hand, for a total of 24,172 lions. So a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it, and as always, I enjoyed flying out the I-16. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Predator458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.